Hello, my friends. Well, I'm conducting an experiment today. I had some paint left over, these 4 from a flop I did. So I decided, since I didn't have much of them left, I would use them for a Dutch pour because you don't need that much color for that. But it wasn't exactly the same consistency as the mix I've been using for Dutch pours, so I mixed up a 5th color to the correct consistency, and then I thinned these to try to match this consistency. So I don't know how it's going to look, but it's worth a shot. Now, you may have seen this video, this previous one I did, and it was pretty. I didn't have any trouble with it until I went to dry it, and I didn't have the surface level, and it all started running off this way. So I don't care for the look of it anymore, so I'm going to cover it up. And I don't bother sanding and gessoing something like this, an inexpensive canvas, but on the thicker ones, the big, the more expensive level 3 ones, I would go to the trouble of sanding and gessoing and sanding again, but not this time. So, and as long as whatever you put under, if you use the same pouring medium, I don't seem to have a problem putting the same thing on top. If this were to be a glue and water mix, and then I tried just a Floetrol mix, you might have some cracking, or vice versa. But I found if you don't mix your mediums, there's not usually a problem. So I mixed up some white, and then I added some of this bright green. I don't want the green to take over the canvas, so I'm going to make my background this light green. Here we go. I mentioned in my little hello video that the next video would be the do's and don'ts challenge, and we have completed our videos, but the posting of them, the uploading has been delayed a bit, but it is coming pretty soon. I didn't want anyone to think you missed it. And it was a challenge. I really struggled with the one I came up with, but it was still fun. Okay. I hope I'll get decent coverage covering up this previous one. Would hate to blow it out and see what was underneath. Okay. I guess I can take my gloves off. All right, and now the colors. Oh, I see a few bubbles. Let me hit it with the torch. I always mix my paint fresh. I know a lot of people put them in squeeze bottles. I'm just not, well, I find them hard to clean. I did try that one time, and I just didn't. I prefer to mix it fresh every time. It could be laziness on my part, but that's just the way I am. If I think of it, I like to mix them the night before, though, and let them sit overnight. But I didn't do that. Well, I did. These were mixed last night. The blue was not. Forget what I just said. Oh my gosh. I'm rusty. I haven't posted anything in quite a while. Let's see. I think I'll like that. I don't know. Maybe that. I think that's it for the green. I don't want it taking over, although I do love purple and green together. And oops, oh well. These are all Soho paints with the exception of this gold. It's Modern Masters. I'll put all the details below, but I can't really give, well, I'll give you my normal recipe. But as I said, some of these colors are not mixed the normal way. Maybe one more course of the deep violet, or dioxazine violet. Okay. Have my window open. That's our American flag going crazy in the wind here today. All right, here we go with the blowout on cool and high. Really? I like that. Dot. Trying to get rid of the dot, and I ended up with that. Let's see. Oh, I love the lacing that happened there, and all of it actually. It's quite pretty. Can I live with that? Probably. Maybe if I skewer it out to the, oh, should I even bother? That bothers me. Oh, I guess I could scrape that off, but you know, maybe depending on the orientation. Oh, I really like this. I like what's going on here. Isn't that crazy? There's always something. I don't know that I want, I mean, I could scrape it off and cover it up, but you know, maybe it's okay. And it may disappear more as it dries. Well, folks, I like this. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm not even gonna mess with turning it because it's nice and level right now. Let me bring you in a little closer. Look, what I like is the really intense coloring in these areas, and then how it kind of faded out when I blew it out twice. And that's always a little scary to me. A little, sometimes you get muddy, but I think in this case it worked. I'm very pleased with it. Okay, let me take you in a little closer. Look at all that wonderful lacing, I would call it, rather than cells. The metallics, I suppose, are cells, and I don't really love metallics, honestly. Although when it dries, it'll be pretty. Yeah. Okay. I do love a round canvas. Not sure which orientation I would go for. Oh my gosh, from your view, that little thing, it's not troublesome at all. It's ridiculous that I was worried about it. I would turn it ever so slightly so it's not pointing straight down 6 o'clock. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Oh boy, folks, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.